Hello, Internet. Welcome to something new. We're going to be playing Castlevania Symphony of the Night. Now, I have a little bit of a complicated history with this game, but I am going to be playing this. I played it over the weekend. I really liked it, so I thought we would play it on stream because it's a pretty low resource game. I don't need to worry about it not recording okay and whatever. Problem is, so I would prefer to be playing this on an emulator, to be perfectly frank with you. I do own the PlayStation version, but because I don't know Twitch's policies on that stuff, we're going to be playing on my Xbox. I bought this like a year ago or something like that. So this is the Xbox version. What that means is that you're going to be seeing... Oh, you can't see my mouse cursor because it's the Xbox. This is 4:3, which I know bothers some people. And on my display, there is a line right around the throat of Alucard. I don't know what that's about. But anyway, it's the Xbox 360 version, playing it on my Xbox One. So it is 4:3. It's in this little window with these sidebar things. And as far as I could tell, there's no way to disable that. So, yeah, we're just going to be putting in... Actually, we should probably name this something sensible so that I don't mix it up. Stream. And, yeah, we're going to be playing Symphony of the Night. If you have not played this game, it's from the PlayStation era. This was originally released on the PS1. And as far as I know, it's been released on the Xbox and like Nintendo consoles over the years. So like the Nintendo, no, it was the PSP that had the portable version of this game. I don't know what all it's been released on, but we're playing the Xbox. In fact, I don't like these enhanced graphics. We're going to go to the old graphics. Oh, you can change. Oh, that's terrible. It doesn't even maintain. Okay. Well, here's the deal, Internet. Might as well talk about this now. I dislike 4:3. Oh god, that looks so bad. Put me back. Put me back in the help and options settings. Sorry, Internet. Didn't know you could adjust the screen size, so this is throwing me a little bit. But now I have no idea. Okay. So we're going to leave it in 4:3. I know that bothers some people. I prefer to play stretched. But I know, some people get a little snooty about retro games being stretched and things. So we're going to play as it is here. And I don't really like the blotchy look of the enhanced graphics. So we're going to go with this. It is pixelated, but I think that that's just par for the course with a game like this. Yeah, I basically over the weekend played this game, not for the first time, but really seriously took a swing at it because I had some stuff going around at the house, so I couldn't really record or do any kind of work. These conversations they have are terrible as well, but we'll listen to them. Oh no, I've got her muted. Oh, you had no sound that whole time. I'm so sorry.
Tribute? You steal men's souls.
And these are the original voice recordings from like 20 years ago. So.
Your words are as empty as your soul.
What is a man?
Mankind ill needs a savior such as you.
What is a man? A miserable little pile of secrets.
It's classic.
But enough talk. Have at you.
Okay. So we're Richter. We're gonna fight Dracula here. This is the end of the last game, so I think that this is just like you replaying, the end of the previous game, because this is a direct continuation of like Bloodlines or something like that. So we're just gonna defeat the final boss here really quickly, and we'll move on to the game. Oh, I unlocked an achievement. I don't know if that showed up. It did show up on the screen. It's funny, I had my Xbox turned off. I thought you couldn't get achievements when you're offline. And I don't care about this. Oh, I bet I'm not logged into an account. That's probably why I can't skip this. Anyway, sorry, I got a little distracted. So, Symphony of the Night, like I said, came out like 20 years ago. I played this game about a year ago. I had planned to play it for the channel really when I first started the YouTube channel, so more like a year and a half ago. And I recorded... I don't know, maybe 10 episodes of it. Commentary wasn't super great. I was a little frustrated by the game. I just didn't like it very much. I made it up to if you played the game, there's this guy, he transforms into a really tall green monster that shoots fireballs. I beat that guy, and then I was like, you know what, I'm done with this game. And then I actually dropped my hard drive, which destroyed the footage, so I no longer have access to that footage. And yeah, I was like, over the weekend I had nothing to do, played Symphony of the Night, really enjoyed it this time around. Since I knew a little bit better what I was doing, I learned how to backdash properly, that kind of stuff, and was like, you know what, this would be a good thing to do on stream. People really love this game, and honestly, I just wanted to play it, so I thought, you know, why not play it on stream. So, plus I've been watching a lot of speedruns lately, and Castlevania is a pretty reliable franchise for, like GDQ, they do a Castlevania block basically every year, so I've been craving Castlevania. This is the best one I've played. I've played some of the other Castlevanias, and they were not fun. The older ones lead to a lot of frustration, in my opinion. So we're now a la carte. So basically we beat the end of the last game, and now we're starting Symphony of the Night. And we're this blurry boy here, heading into Dracula's castle, unsurprisingly. So unlike Richter, we don't have any of the movement tech. So like as Richter, I was able to jump really high. I had a whip, now we have a sword instead. And we're in fact going to lose our equipment pretty rapidly. So here's the thing about Symphony of the Night. If you've ever watched a speedrun or anything, backdashing and canceling it is the fastest way to move. The problem is it makes my controller click a lot, and I'm a little concerned about how noisy that's going to be. So yeah, that's gonna happen, and there's not really anything I can do to fix that, because it is the fastest. You'll see as we run, we're not very fast, and it annoys me to go slowly in a game like this, so we will be backdashing quite a lot, especially in this initial part of the game, I think. And my goals for this playthrough, I thought it would be something I could play. You know, I've been struggling really to find a game to play when I'm not playing Cataclysm, so I thought, like, you know, this will be fun for a little while, you know, 1 or 2 streams a week maybe until we finish it up.
Come to put an end to this.
And I know I like this game, so we're actually going to follow through on it, unlike a lot of the other things we've been playing. Can I just skip you? Cannot skip you.
I will not.
You shall regret those words. We will meet again.
So Death jacks all of our stuff. Not Vori, it's not louder than the game itself. What? Oh, the buttons, yes. Okay, I understand. Sorry, my brain melted. Yes, so I'm glad it's not louder than the game. That is something, and hopefully is not louder than my voice. And I think because we backdash and push the button at the same time, the sound overrides it a little bit. So Death, because Death is a dick, stole all of our stuff. So now we have to kind of loot the castle for replacement equipment. And this is a different button layout from the emulator I've been playing on. So things are a little bit different because they had to make space for the like home button and stuff for the Xbox. So they did shuffle some of these buttons around. That might take a little bit of an adjustment. So we did find a sword, and this guy drops a sword, but it's very bad, so we're not going to use that. And additionally, because we lost our shield, we no longer have the option to backdash cancel. So like I can backdash, but I can't cancel it, so it's not quite as fast. We're going to save really quick and establish ourselves in the castle. We also have a map somewhere, which I'm not sure what button. I think it's left trigger. So yeah, my goal is to play this, you know, once or twice a week, because I know I enjoy this game. It's not like, you know, last week I played Factorio a little bit, and what I realized is like people weren't very engaged with it. There wasn't much conversation. The game itself is a little bit boring to watch, and I just thought, you know, maybe that's not the best fit. I think Symphony of the Night is one of those that people love enough that it's not a big deal if I, okay, skeleton. you know, even if I'm not like super optimal, I think people really like the game in general. And I know I enjoy it, so I'm not like worried that, oh, in 3 episodes I'm going to be like, let's never play this again. So my goal is not to, you know, do every single thing, but I would like to explore like the majority of the castle. And beat the game would be nice. So I think we'll be doing that over the next couple of days. Unfortunately, like I said, we have no movement tech at the beginning. So like we've lost, yeah, that's the equipment button in the emulator. So I'm a little bit pressing the wrong things, but that'll be okay. Yeah, oh, we don't need to go this way. We go the other way. And I don't know. I think it's a really enjoyable game. If you haven't played it, I would encourage you to check it out. I kind of think I'm like the only person on the planet who hasn't played it yet, though. So that's, you know, might be preaching to the choir a little bit about the quality of the game. I don't know, the first time I played it, like I said, about 1.5 years ago I played it, I was annoyed with the constant backtracking. I didn't know where the items were, so like I was pretty annoyed by like not knowing. I couldn't find the double jump. I couldn't find the, you know, the really high jump and the, you know, all that stuff that you need to progress in the game. And then additionally, in like the underground tunnels, there's like in order to get the real ending of the game, you have to reveal a secret room, which I didn't know existed. So I was like annoyed by this kind of stuff, and I just was in a bad mood. And then over the weekend, I spent most of the weekend editing something, and was getting really, really bored. And so I was like, you know, I need something. So basically, like, whenever I write a book or do anything like a large project, I get really bored really easily. So in general, what I try to do is balance that by doing other things in like small breaks. So over the weekend, I was trying to edit some of my writing, which is very, very tedious work, you know. The English language is already pretty difficult, and man, our damage is so low at the moment. Jump. It's so tedious, and the English language in general is really complicated. So I was getting pretty frustrated. I even took to Discord to complain, as I often do. And it's like, you know, I have the grammar checker and it's telling me, oh, this is a subjunctive and it shouldn't be there. It's like, I don't know what that means. And then you Google, what does it mean? And it's like something really complicated and completely not understandable by a basic human being. It's so complicated and so frustrating to me. Because, like, I like to tell stories. I don't like grammar. Grammar is a bummer. Sorry, I'm trying to open something on my computer here because I wanted to read the thing I complained about. Where are you? Because it was so, like, difficult to understand English-wise. The subjunctive exists in present, present perfect, past, and past perfect tenses. In the present simple, it is identical to the bare infinitive for all persons, i.e. it lacks the suffix s that distinguishes the third person singular to the present indicative. The past subjunctive, like it's that dense technical language that I'm not familiar with, and I was getting super tilted. And I was like, you know, I need something to do to take my mind off of this. So I was like, you know, why not just pick a new game, give it a shot? And I picked Symphony of the Night here. How do we save the game? Can I save manually? No. There go the sirens as well. So we'll have to rely on that save with the coffin, since this doesn't have like an emulator save. And here's our first boss. Oh, usually, yeah, pick him up. We really just want to pour damage on them. Unfortunately, our DPS is so low at the moment. And as soon as you hit him, he gets picked up. So a little bit difficult to get consistent damage on him. But he should eventually just stay on the ground. I gotta stop double attacking when I land and attack him in the air instead. Okay. And pretty basic as far as things go. This first boss here. Oh no. I imagine he's pretty... Oh no, my display blinked. That's not great. Need to be able to see what I'm doing during a boss fight. You should be dead. There we go. Okay. So let's... So let's get to fighting the Gargoyle Boy. Man, it sucks to not have double jump. Okay. Just stay away from me, bro. Oh, I can't jump through these platforms. That's not great. And this is more or less where we want to be. We want to be able to duck under his fireballs and hit him repeatedly. Because he gets stuck in that animation there for a while. And we defeated the first boss of the game. Or bosses of the game. So now we should get a HP up. Great. Huzzah. Hello, C Black. Welcome to the stream. Hope you like old pixelated games, because that's what we're doing today. I was going to put the retro tag on this, but then I was like, I don't know if PS1 counts as retro or not. I don't know how old something has to be retro. Exactly. I never played this game when it first came out. I think on the PS1, I mostly just played like... Do we go down? Let me look at the map. We should check the bottom path, I think. Oh, also, is there a middle path I missed? There is, so let's check the middle here. I think that, like, when I played PlayStation, it was all Twisted Metal, Siphon Filter, Crash Bandicoot, things like that. Like, I was like 10 at the time, so there's not much that I really got an opportunity to play. So I never really played the Castlevania games growing up. I know a lot of people really love these, but it is retro. You're a fan of Castlevania. Well, good. Seems like a lot of people are. I find the old games very off-putting, but I really did like SOTN, and I've been playing Aria of Sorrow as well. So like I said, I do own this. This is the Xbox 360 version. I do own this for the PlayStation, but and I have a PlayStation, but my PlayStation's disk drive is broken, and I don't have a. It's complicated, but basically I don't have a screwdriver set or the tools to take it apart and clean the inside and, you know, try to repair that. So at the moment I have it on PS1 and on 360, and I had basically. I guess it was like 2 years ago, a friend of mine was like, hey, I have basically all Castlevania games. Would you like to buy them from me? So I was like, okay, I will buy these games in hopes that I will get the systems and whatever. So I basically own all of the Castlevania games. I just never really got to play them. Because, like, I don't have a DS or anything to play something. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I just don't have all the consoles. But I do own the games, so getting around to playing them. And Aria of Sorrow is very similar to SOTN in the way that it plays, whereas like Castlevania 4 feels very different. So we're also trying to be on the lookout for holy water here, because I don't know where that spawns, but I know I want it. I do want to bring some of these to my stream. Well, like I said, this is on the 360. I don't know what other consoles. I'm guessing the Wii probably has like virtual console versions of the NES ones. But I don't know any other way to play like some of the newer ones other than by having the console. Got a potion. I never played consoles. The hardest game. Okay, I need you to not stack up on me. We'll kill them. Come on. Just die for me. Stupid axe armor. Never played consoles. The hardest game I ran at my computer is Heroes of Might and Magic 5. The hardest for my computer. It would be PC version, but I have some of the old consoles. Like I said, I don't think most of them have been ported to PC. I looked yesterday for a SOTN port, but there isn't one, so I don't know about some of the other games. I know there are some. I think there's at least 2 PC Castlevanias, but like ports from the old systems. There's some holy water. That's going to make the game considerably easier. We're just going to roll with the holy water for now. Whoop. Might and Magic 5, you know, I never played the Heroes of Might and Magic or any of the Might and Magic games. I had a cousin who was really into them, but like I never saw him. My display blinked again. I wish I knew why it was doing that. I think for some reason with the Elgato it just doesn't stay connected all the time. I just don't know what to think of that. Save our game. Yeah, I had a cousin who was really into the Might and Magic series, and everyone really likes them, so they can't be that bad. But something about, and I own some of them on GOG, but honestly, they look not so good these days, like by today's standards. So I'm a little bit snobbish in that regard. Let's check the map. Okay. Sure, big heart will do. Fleaman. Oh, it takes 2 hits to kill the flea man. Just gonna try to skip him then, because that's annoying.
Wait a moment.
Hello, Maria.
You seem human, and yet...
They were your childhood games.
I've come to destroy this castle.
Then we have the same purpose. I'll trust you for now.
I don't know if I should be quiet
Maria.
during the cutscenes. Hello, Maria. I'm Alucard.
Alucard.
Not the talkative
It's definitely
type, I
not
see.
Dracula backwards.
Well, perhaps we'll meet again. If you live that long. Farewell.
I dropped my water bottle cap, and that's not great. So just listen to the ticking clock while I have a drink. Click, click, click. Childhood games. I was thinking, I watched a Crash Bandicoot speedrun yesterday, and it reminded me like how much I liked that game when I was a kid. In fact, Coco Bandicoot, when I was like 10, was like my first furry crush, which is a weird thing to say, because like now I'm 32 and she's like a kid, and it makes me feel weird even though I was 10 at the time. But yeah, I was thinking about Crash Bandicoot a lot, because I know that they came with a PC port PC port of the game, a remake of the game recently. I thought that would be cool. And then I thought about, because we interact with a lot of furries, so it's like, I don't know, made me think about that from when I was a kid. And mostly I played, like I said, Siphon Filter was like the game. First, so it's not your last. No, I just recently watched Zootopia, and Judy Hopps is a cutie. That's the bunny. But no, I'm not really a furry type. It just made me think of that, because like I remember being a kid and like having a crush on everything, like every person and every animated character. Like I was such a like desperate kid for attention and like for any kind of connection, and I don't know. It's weird to think about now, but what are you gonna do? So that's like the one I remember from the PlayStation. But my main game growing up was probably Deus Ex, the first one, and like some kids, you know, are Half-Life kids. I am not. I was a Deus Ex kid. Unreal Tournament was a big one. Quake 2, System Shock 2. Those were my games during formative years. When I was really young, it was all about consoles, so like, you know, Sonic and like Streets of Rage, which we played on the channel pretty recently. Those were the kind of games I played mostly. Mortal Kombat, Street Fighter, the classics that most console kids played. Just gonna holy water you, because you look monstrous. This is one of the... So this game has some unique creature design, so let's look at these people. Look at this thing. It's just a big green monster with a lady on its tail. Who came up with this? What a bizarre thing this is. And I really like odd creature design. I don't think this thing makes a lot of sense, but I think it's cool anyway. We are leveling up a lot, which is good. Will help with our damage as we find better weapons as well. Ah, plant monster. Those little blobs petrify you, which is frustrating. Yeah, Symphony of the Night. Everybody loves this game, and I played it the first time and was like, I don't get it. Why do people like this? And over the weekend, I just kind of fell in love with it. I love everything about it. There should be more games like this. I like the 2D sprites. I like, you know, the enemy design. I like the progression. I enjoy the actual fluid movement and stuff. I think is really enjoyable. Really like this game, and more games should seek to, like, be like this, in my opinion. So I did some Googling to see if there were other ones that maybe I would like. And there are a few, you know, Metroidvanias are pretty popular these days, but none of them looked as interesting. The one Bloodstained good game looked pretty good, but I don't know if I could run it. Oh, I just burped. That's exciting. Burp on when you're live. That's great. I don't know if it would run on my PC, and certainly it wouldn't run while I was recording. And did we really not pick up a better weapon at this point? Because we are taking 2 hits to kill things. Those are downgrades. It's not great. We need a better weapon. I thought I had a better one by now normally. Where have I not been that I would normally have gone? Nowhere. Yeah, I don't know. Yes, I burped. Don't. Let's pretend it never happened. Pretend that never happened. Yeah, so Bloodstained, I think, is like a series that was made by people who had worked on Castlevania. Oh, that's right, Doppelganger's here. I don't know if we can fight him with our crappy weapon and my crappy skills. But there's like nothing else here that we could do. Check the map again. I guess we'll go check some of the other rooms, see if maybe there's a weapon laying around that we just didn't see. So we'll do that.